سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح وغص الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيم الفسيح سبيل الدموع سبيل
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وصحبه
يا صاحي كي
تستريح. The universe. He was saying to all kind of people, the literate and the illiterate ones. He sent him with miracle. Miracle means something that is impossible. So for an illiterate man to come with something that the knowledgeable people have to do a lot of things before they can discover, this is a miracle. Allah Azza wa Jal says in the glorious Quran, in chapter 41, verse number 53. سنريهم آياتنا في الآفاق وفي أنفسهم حتى يتبين لهم أنه الحق أو لم يأت بربك أنه على كل شيء قدير. I will show them my verses of the horizon and from within themselves until it become clear to them that this is the truth. It is not sufficient for you to know that your Lord is over all things competent. For example, we come to discover that water cycle, it has 4 stages of life. These stages, all of them, they are mentioned in the Quran. For example, in chapter 23, verse number 18, speak about evaporation. In chapter 30, verse number 24, speak about condensation. In chapter 24, verse number 43, speak about precipitation. In chapter 39, verse number 21, speak about collection. All these stages are mentioned in the Quran. Who taught Muhammad all these stages, if not taught by Allah? Also spoke about gravitational time dilation, that is the theory of general relativity. So Albert Einstein is saying clocks that are far from massive bodies, they are very quick, and clocks that are closer to massive bodies, they are very slow. So for example, like twin paradox experiment, where twin brothers, one of them travel in space and he comes back to meet his own brother aged more than him. So this thing is mentioned in the Quran. Muhammad was preaching to the disbelievers. They argued with him that let his God send any punishment to them. So Allah Azza wa Jalla sees the reply and he said in chapter 22 verse number 47, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يستعجلونك بالعذاب ولن يخلف الله عهده وإن يوما عند ربك كألف سنة مما تعدون. They hasten punishment. Tell them that one day of the Lord is equivalent to 1,000 years of which they count. This is indeed amazing because no one in the olden days has ever lived this world and then comes back. That is in terms of human beings to discover all this. What Quran is saying, what Muhammad is saying, is that clocks on the earth are different from clocks in the outer space or somewhere or beyond the outer space. This is amazing. Who taught Muhammad the Almighty? The only reply is that he was taught by Allah, the creator of the universe. Also talk about the hearing range of human being, and he said to them that the disbelievers, those who refused to enter Islam, they used to be punished in the grave, and they scream out, they shout, they cry that all the creatures they hear except human beings. This hadith is recorded by D.R.A. So today, some people, as of that time, they were mocking at him, they were laughing. They say, how can this be possible? How can this be possible? So today, science has discovered that the human hearing range is from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Any sound that is lower than 20 Hz, no human being can hear. Any sound that is higher than 20,000 Hz, no human being can hear it. And for example, when we talk about like dolphin can hear up to about 150,000 Hz. For example, like mice, it can hear 75,000 Hz maximum. And for example, like moth, it can hear up to 300,000 Hz, higher than human beings. So he said even animals and jinn, they used to hear. So if human beings do hear this thing, they will not agree to bury their own dead brothers or dead relatives. So who taught Muhammad all this? The physicists are saying that 13.7 billion years ago, 13.7 billion years ago, that's how the time starts. That's the period of inflation. Then it's just like a balloon then it swelled up from the size lower than electron to its current size, as we can see today, and then it's permeated by energy initially. So this energy was congealed into particles, and these particles were assembled into atoms, and this atom was clumped into galaxies and the rest that we can see today. Quran speak about this. Quran said in chapter 21 verse number 30, أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ كَانَتَا رَتْقًا فَفَتَقْنَاهُمَا وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ أَفَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Do not the unbelievers see that the heavens and the earth were joined together, then we clove them asunder? Quran said, Quran also speak about the expanding universe. Chapter 51 verse number 47, it says, وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ. And the heavens, I created them with power, and I'm expanding it. So Quran used the continuous tense, meaning that it is currently expanding. That's what the physicists say. It also speak about the Big Crunch. That is the theory of the Big Crunch. What the theory is saying is that all this inflation that happened, it will reverse inward, and it is stated in the glorious Quran in chapter 21 verse number 104. Allah Azza wa Jal is reminding us of the day of punishment, the day of judgment, the day that some of us will enter paradise, as Allah Azza wa Jal to grant me paradise and you. He said, the day that he said, يوم نطوي السماء كطي سجل للكتب. That's chapter 21 verse number 104. He said, the day that I will fold the heavens just like a record sheet, just like a record sheet. He said, كما بدأنا أول خلق نعيد. Just like I started the first creation. That's what the Quran says. Muhammad he also split the moon. One day, the unbelievers of Mecca, they tried him. They said, okay, let's test this man. He said, show us a miracle. And he asked them, what kind of miracle do you want? He said, let you split this moon. And then he splits the moon and he sent it to the earth. So some of the physicists like Rima Radius, he said in chapter, what he's saying is that there is a 300-kilometer rift line on the surface of the moon. So this is a proof that yes, Muhammad ever split the moon some years back. So Quran mentioned this in chapter 54 verse number 1. Chapter 54 verse number 4. He said in chapter 51 verse number 7, وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الْحُبُكِ. And the heavens that has a wave, wave has a circular shape. And he also said that, so that means that the heavens have a circular shape. He also talked about the shape of the earth in chapter 79 verse number 30. He said وَالْأَرْضَ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَهَاهَا. And the earth has its letter has an egg shape. Dahaha means a spherical shape, that's all, or egg shape. He also split the moon as part of his miracle. They asked him to split the moon, and he did it before them, even though he asked Allah Azza wa Jal to do it, and then Allah Azza wa Jal did it. Muhammad Sallallahu, he only asked Allah, and Allah did, and he proved it before them. So one of the physicists, Rima Radius, he said there is a 300-kilometer rift line on the surface of the moon. This is a proof that Muhammad Sallallahu ever split the moon. He also said that there are creatures, and these creatures, they are working for Almighty God. They are those that do all His services. He sent them here and there and there, and they are created from light. And today, he said in Surah Al-Sajdah, verse number 5 up to 8, he said, يُدَبِّرُ الْأَمْرَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ ثُمَّ يَعْرِجُ إِلَيْهِ فِي يَوْمٍ كَانَ مِقْدَارُهُ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ مِمَّا تَعُدُّونَ. So Allah Azza wa Jal is saying that Allah rules the cosmic affairs, and this affair, it traveled to him a day which is a measure of 1,000 years of which we count. So this whatever that happened in the earth, on the earth, the angels take the record to somewhere in Lahu Mahfuz or thing. Then just like one day that the angel will spend in traveling, it is 1,000 years of which we count. And this 1,000 years, we can make it in form of months. So we can calculate easily for distance traveled by this angel in one day. For example, so we have the 12 months multiplied by 1000, I mean, 12 months multiplied by 1000 years, which is 12,000 months. Keep it constant and multiply it by the length. And the formula of length is velocity times the time. So we multiply it by the lunar velocity, and then the number of hours, multiply it by the number of hours we have in a month, and we multiply it by cos theta. And the theta can be gotten, it is not this, we're talking of not this. So we divide the 360 by 365 degree, and then multiply it by 27.3 days. That is the number of days that it takes for the moon to revolve around the earth before it take another direction. So when we do that, we get the answer, and the figure is very large. Whatever we get, we can convert it to seconds so that we can compare it with the speed of light. Then we divide it by 24 hours, we divide it by 60 minutes, and divide it by 60 seconds. We're exactly going to get the speed of light. So Quran also, he talk about, so that is why the Quran is correcting the Bible here. So what Jonah is saying, I mean what Jesus Christ is saying in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 12 verse number 40, he said, Jesus Christ is saying, for as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of fish, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. So Jesus Christ is telling us that he is going to spend 3 days and 3 nights, he will not die, he will come alive. So some of the Bible commentators, what they are saying is that these 3 days and 3 nights is talking about Jesus being on the cross or in the tomb, and they disprove themselves. They said he didn't actually spend those 3 days and 3 nights. So that is why, so Quran here is saying that what it means is that Jesus Christ has traveled to somewhere in the outer space, and he's going to spend 3 days and 3 nights before he comes back. And these 3 days and 3 nights, they are not the ordinary 3 days and 3 nights that we know. So it depends on where he is actually. Maybe it could be 1000, 1000 years of which we count, it could be his one day. So Allah alam, that could be the interpretation. And then so this is the miracle of Jesus Christ. Then he also talk about gravitational time dilation. So but before I continue, what is the miracle there? The miracle is that what happened to Jonah is that Jonah was sent by Allah to go and preach to his people. So he went there and he preached to them and preached, but they did not accept him. Therefore he left them out of anger, and in the process of going back, he had an accident and he fell in the well, and a big whale swallowed him. So he was in the stomach of this fish for 3 days and 3 nights, and he came out alive. So Jesus Christ is saying, I will also do the same thing. So when someone you expect him to die and does not die, this is a miracle. So Jesus has gone somewhere since, and he is going to come back very soon. So then finally we talk about the gravitational time, the day of judgment. That's the reversal of time and gravity. We know that every year Earth, our Earth is revolving around the sun, and every year there is a particular distance that it go far away from the sun. One day, the Earth will be too far away from the sun that it can lose the heat of the sun, it will lose the light of the sun, and it will lose the gravity of the sun. So like some of the physicists, they said at that moment there will be contraction. One of them is Stephen Hawking. He said at that moment when that happened, there will be contraction of the earth. So what will happen is that the earth will reverse. If it used to go around in anti-clockwise moment or anti-clockwise direction, this time around it will start moving in a clockwise direction. So that's why Muhammad ﷺ mentioned that you people should better repent before the sun appear in the opposite direction as it used to appear. So